There's a word that comes up in the piece I'm going to do. You need to know what it is because it might help you to understand what follows. And the word is a gallower. And for them what doesn't know what a gallower is a horse. Or a horse. You read? You understand?
Yeah.
Right? A gallower is a horse. So let's see where we're going. Now then, the some of you asked for Hexham, way up in Northumberland. Do you know Hexham? Anybody know Hexham? Anybody been to Hexham? Oh, right. Well, if you do, you know that you can't go very far before you have to go either down a hill or up a hill. It's that kind of a place. And you'll mind on that last winter we had a lot of snow. Mountains of the stuff. Well, this tells about what happened to us in the snow. Now, one week last January, went to see one of our friends who lived in a house up a hill, a beyond Warhouse. Now, when she left, it wasn't snowing, but it started to snow soon after. And it got very deep. Now, after about half an hour, she rings us up and she says, "Hey, Pet, can you come and get us? Because of all of this snow, it's kind of deep up here, and I didn't think I can walk him down the hill." Now, me being a hero, like, I says to her, "Why, I Pet, need bother. I'll come as soon as I can, because I was just chowing on a big study cake and having a mug of tea." So after about half an hour, because you know, you cannot rush chowing a bit of study cake, I gets the car and I goes up the hill. Now, I hadn't gone very far when the snow got worse and worse. It was blowing all over the place. And the wipers was going slow and slow. And I thought to myself, boy, I was going to be lucky to get up to the top of all this snow. And sure enough, the car started to slow down. Well, there was no for it. So I turned the window down, and I locked out the car, and I reached into it while it was still going, and I got out of the steering wheel, and I started to push it up the hill. You didn't believe us, didn't you? But it was hard work. The wind was blowing the snow everywhere. In me face, down me sack. Me fingers was frozen, and I didn't think I would make it to the top. And it was coming on for neat now. And up by, there's no street lights to tell you which way to go. So I was puffing and panting like an old tanky. All of a sudden, I heard someone shoot. "Did you want a bit hand like?" Well, I kicked all around, but I couldn't see anybody. Except I could see a gallows head poking over the top of the dyke. So I just carried on, steering and pushing me car. It was going all the time, of course, while this was going on. And there it was again. "Did you want a bit hand like?" Well, I couldn't see anyone, so I says, "Aye, Howie, give us a big hand and push up the hill like. I can manage read by read from the top when I get there." Well, you could have bowled us over with it. I'll try that again. You could have bowled us over with a study. Because the gallower leapt over the dyke, got to hit me car, got his feet and started to push, got me heat on it, on the back window of the car and started to push it up the hill. Well, I was not chuffed for the big help, like. I just carried on pushing and steering. Well, you know, you have to show willing, didn't you? After about 10 minutes, we got to the top. And I could see the house where war lass had gone to. So I gave our pushing and I checked me pipe whilst before I got back in the car. Now, me mum had always told us to say ta to them what helps you. So I turned round to the gallower to say thank you, and bugger me, it had flicky. It was not there, I couldn't see it anywhere. And what in me car, now that. Well, there was no for it. I just got back in the car and I drove to the house and I knocked on the door and all that came out. And about 10 minutes later we were driving back in down the hill. Now when I passed the place where the gallop had been, I gave a toot on me horn like to say thank you to the bogle. 'Cause I reckon that's what it was. 'Cause as you know, horses can't talk, can they? What did you do that for, more lasses? So I started to tell her all about my adventures in the straw. No, I could tell by the look on her face she didn't believe us. Then she said, hey, I suppose you're going to tell us that that's where the word horse poor comes from, are you?